Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Joe Mixon.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
He's brought down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. He's at the 50. And finally brought down at the 38. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 47 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was from Tel Aviv.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Time to go. Night, night.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Come on, D. Shit.
First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 6, Bengals nothing. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Caught right side. It's Snead. Jackson.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
On the play.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Wolfe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
39-yard line.
On first down, Ingram. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, middle. You better
From the gun, Jackson. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Chris Moore returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. It's just one. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Check. Hot.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
15.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
57's the Mike. Mark 57.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Derek Wolfe getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
3 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The return man, Chris Moore. And he returns this to the 22.
Chris Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. He's scared. Jackson up.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. He'll take it at the 42. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Open man is Higgins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Mixon.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
I got you, boy. 58's the money. 58's the money. I got one.
This time Burrow will look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
For Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
57, Mike, 57. Okay. Hey. Let's 57, 57's right. Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try to eat some clock to Mixon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. From the gun to give to Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
To Tyler Boyd. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A 44-yard.
And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
15.
Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because it left the door open.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Caught right side at Snead. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. And Jackson throwing once more toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here we go with Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Bengals.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.